Yeah, but I feel like it's not too overbearing.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah. It's like it's projecting decent. It's nice.
Where did we stop at? We did PHAN. All right, so now we've got the last TOM to spell phantom. We're going to do another truth or dare, okay? So you remember how this goes, guys, right? I'm going to ask you the question. If he chooses truth, and whoever gets it right wins a power bank. Or if he chooses dare, then we'll have Rahul do another dare, and then we'll do another round of truth or
another dare.
Okay? Yeah, well, let's see. Rahul, it depends on what you choose. What are you going to pick?
I will pick T.
We've got T-O-M. Pardon me?
T.
T is truth. Okay, so we are going to ask you another question, okay? You will again have 3 choices, and whoever gets it right will win this really adorable phantom-themed power bank. It is so cute. Okay, so these are the questions. Well, basically, I'm going to make 3 statements, okay? 2 of them are true. 1 of them is untrue, all right? You have to tell me which one is the untrue statement. So the first statement is, the phantom scent makes you feel confident, energized, and sexy. The second one is, phantom is about feeling rich, invincible. And the third is, phantom is a clean and sustainable scent. Which one is the lie? Or which one is untrue? Is it 1, 2, or 3? You're getting a lot of I love yous, Rahul. You have a lot of fans on here.
Wow, thank you. I can't see all the comments.
Focusing on is truth or dare. We are asking for 1, 2, or 3.
Come on, guys, answer. Get a chance to win a power bank.
2. UJ.Avika22. You're the first one to get it right. 2 is the untrue one. Get in touch with us. You've just won yourself a lovely power bank. Awesome. Okay, so now we are going to move on to a little bit of a Q&A when it comes to fragrances, okay? Because I get a lot of questions about fragrances, how to wear them, where to wear them, and not just where in terms of the situation, but where do you wear them? Do you wear them on your clothes? Do you wear them on your skin? How do you increase the longevity? So we're going to talk about that a little bit. First things first being, how do you extend the life of your fragrance? Now, when it comes to longevity, I have a question for you guys. Unfortunately, you're not winning anything for this one. You're just winning the joy of knowing you're right. Do you wear fragrances on your skin or on your clothes? What do you think is the right answer? And if you don't answer in about 2 seconds, then I'm going to just tell you what it is. Do you wear fragrance on your skin or on your clothes? What's the right way to do it? No, it's just all about Rahul. Okay, so the right answer...
Come on, guys, answer it.
It has its own makeup of natural oils, and fragrances are essentially a blend of essential oils. Oil attracts oil, and you want to increase the longevity of your fragrance by applying fragrance on your skin always, not on your clothes, because that can stain your clothes, but also every fragrance smells different on every individual depending on
it's different on everyone. Yeah.
Right? It's different on everybody. So you always want to apply fragrance on your skin. And I guess you could kind of look at it as when, as women, when we apply foundation, for example, we often use a primer. And so you want to have well moisturized skin, which is kind of like a primer. The more dry your skin is, the quicker the fragrance dissipates. That's This has the least amount of alcohol in it, and it's the most concentrated, the most intense version of any fragrance in this selection of EDT, EDP, colognes, and bath and body, right? So EDP is the most concentrated, and if you really like your fragrances to be intense, that's the one that you want to choose. And EDT means eau de toilette. Eau de toilette tends to have a little bit more of an alcohol content, which means that it dissipates a little bit quicker. But the good thing about that is that it's also quite a bit lighter as well. So say it's really warm out, you maybe don't want to be wearing something super intense. EDT is a really good option. And then you've got Cologne. Now Cologne is the most sort of watered down. It's the lightest version of
splash on. Yeah.
And you splash it on, exactly.
And Cologne is something you keep. Cologne you can respray like throughout the day.
Exactly. Need much. A spritz or two and you're done. You don't want to overpower people with this with the fragrance as well, right? And eau de toilette, a couple more spritzes. Eau de cologne, splash it on.
So Kumar, do you know the first cologne was discovered, or I'd say the first ever cologne bottle was made in the city of Cologne in Germany. That is how it's called Cologne, yeah.
That's right, yeah. All right, so now let's talk about the correct way to wear fragrances. Wash will clean your skin. Body moisturizer will moisturize your skin. But it's a really wonderful way to either have a really light version of a fragrance that you love and smell like it all day, or it's a really great way to layer your fragrance. You really want to intensify the effect of your fragrance. You want to start out with a body wash, and then you want to go in with body moisturizer, because remember we said that you want your skin to be really well moisturized for your fragrance to last longer, and then you go in either with your cologne, your eau de toilette, or your eau de parfum. Right? So that's the difference. And in terms of the correct way to wear fragrances, think of it as the first step when you're getting dressed. So you don't want to wear a fragrance after you've gotten dressed. You don't want to you get dressed. A really nice way to do it, especially for women, is to maybe put it on the base of your neck, because that's a pulse point. Whether you're a man or a woman, you want to always put it on your pulse point. So we're talking about the inside of your wrists, the inside of your arms, sometimes the back of your knees as well, if you want like a head to toe experience, because that's where your pulse is closest to your skin, and so it's a little bit warmer. Your skin is a little bit warmer at those points, and so it's going to react with the fragrance a little bit more. It'll intensify it a little bit. The other thing that you can do is you can also just spray a cloud in the air and then walk through it, and that way kind of settles on your clothes, and then as you waft about through your day, you've got like a trail of really lovely fragrance following you as well. And you can put it in your hair. Women, if you have longer hair, or men with longer hair, we tend to play with our hair a little bit. Just spritz a little bit into your hair, and example, say you're in Bombay in the middle of monsoon, you might find that you tend to want fragrances or scents that are really sort of lighter, that are fresher, that are more aquatic. I've got a list of things that I've written down because I don't want to miss them. So say, for example, you're in the summer or in the daytime, if you're looking for a really lovely fragrance from Paco Rabanne. A really good one to choose is the Invictus Eau de Toilette. And then there's also 1 Million for men as well. It's not overpowering. Time, or what's really lovely is wait until the winter, or when you're traveling to somewhere that's really cold, for example, more sort of spicy fragrances. So amongst the Paco Rabanne stable, there is of course 1 Million, but there's also Lady 1 Million Privé, which is really lovely. And then
that's a really nice fragrance.
Pure excess for him and her.
Pure excess and love, and pure excess for men as well. It's another of these, all of these.
Lovely hoodie.
Yeah. Totally. This fragrance is actually really addictive. Like I cannot stop sniffing my arm.
It's nice. It's really, really
And
nice.
so is every other fragrance by Paco Rabanne. I told you they're the king of sweet and seductive scents.
That's true. That's true. I mean, it's interesting that you have a bunch that you're showcasing because it's, I mean, you can have a fragrance wardrobe, can't you? Yeah.
There's always a different choice.
Depending on how you're feeling, sometimes you need to feel a bit more confident. You need a bit of confidence boost. I think fragrance is so lovely for that.
And I sometimes before sleeping I spray fragrance because it instantly lifts your mood up. It does that for me. Yeah.
Nice to spray it on your sheets as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I do pillows, sheets, and all, and
yeah. And how do you store your fragrance?
That fragrance for 5, 6, 7 years. I have fragrances that old and they perform. And if you just keep it away from light, they shouldn't see the light of the day. Like Phantom is still Phantom. You don't see the juice as much, so it's still safe. But I would still recommend that to store it in a cool, dark place.
So basically, guys, the more opaque the bottle, the less risk you run of exposing it to light. But you still in a dark drawer as much as possible, or a dark cupboard. I don't really keep them in boxes because I'm lazy, and sometimes I don't know, I just don't want to open the box and put it on. But everything that I've got, like my entire fragrance wardrobe, is in one drawer in my dresser, right? And I
have a cupboard or something
as well that still smell exactly like they did the day I bought them, because I store them out of the sunlight. It's really nice, especially with when you've got things like fragrances inspired by gold bars and stuff like that. You do want to sort of put them on your dresser a little bit. You want to show them off a little bit. But
like Phantom, I would want to put Phantom out, maybe. Because look at the design.
Get the power bank, I would say, right? I mean, get the power bank. It's the same thing almost. And put it on your
I think this is the coolest bottle I own.
It's cool, yeah. I remember I went for the Parkos launch when they launched a little while ago, and I remember seeing the Phantom bottle, and it caught my eye because I mean, it was
the sprayer was really nice. I'll show you the sprayer. See the mist.
Yeah, it's great. Okay, so do we have any other questions from you guys? I mean, I feel like we've gone through some of the basics, the most sort of common questions that I get about fragrance: how to wear them, where to wear them, store them, what the difference is. If you guys have any questions at all, then please let us know. We've got about 2 more minutes in which we have some time to answer. All right, I think someone said I do, so go ahead, tell us what your question is. Anyone else got any? Yeah, go ahead, guys. Just type it into the box.
Come on, bring out the questions.
What fragrance is appropriate in work settings? I feel like Rahul, you're a really good one to answer this one. What would you recommend?
I think for work settings, wear something which is not as loud, because you don't want to enter the room and offend people also. Wear something very subtle. Wear something that's not loud. That's classy at the same time.
From me that you've just talked about from your.
Clubbing, go hard on the sprays, go like 7, 8 sprays. You want to go to the office, do like 1, 2 sprays, because you don't want to offend people in the office.
That's true. Especially when you're in an air-conditioned environment, right? It can really intensify fragrances because there's not a lot of fresh air blowing out. Yeah. Someone asked about pocket fragrances. What's really nice is to just get little versions. So even a 50 ml fragrance is perfect to slide into your bag. Now, if you're not carrying a handbag, I'm assuming you would work.
It's also really convenient at the airports, because I think they end up confiscating the 100 ml bottles in the cabin luggage or maybe at the security check. I've had a few instances. I've lost a few bottles like that. So 50 ml bottles are perfect for travel as well. Yeah.
They're perfect for travel.
Store, maybe you go to a park course or maybe anything, anywhere in the mall, any store. Don't just spray and decide for yourself that, oh, it smells really good. Go walk a bit, go roam around the mall for an hour or so. See how the fragrance develops on you. That's when you learn.
We are.
Any other question?
We are right out of time. Do we have any more questions?
My favorite note in fragrance is vanilla, hands down. Vanilla and second
vanilla amber. Sorry,
amber. Oh yeah. Vanilla, amber, and oud.
Yeah.
I think these.
The end of it. So I like when they dry down.
Yeah, I know. Also, I know many friends of mine who don't prefer florals. They usually tend up gravitating towards the men's fragrances. Like they like the musky, woody, and strong fragrances. I know many people. Yeah. So I think fragrances are totally unisex. It's all up to you what you want to enjoy. It's all up to you. There are certain.
So sorry. S Silopal. Would girls love it? Well, so the thing is, we didn't touch upon this, Rahul, but when we were talking about this a little bit earlier and just sort of discussing fragrances in general and what we like, we both agree that, you don't necessarily have to wear a women's fragrance if you're a woman, or even a men's fragrance if you're a man. I mean, genderless.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. And also there is one fragrance I'll tell you which I enjoy wearing a lot. It's marketed towards women. It's called Decadence or something. That's really like Pure Excess. I really like. Lady Million is a very nice one. I like smelling Lady Million on my friends. The Paco Rabanne Lady Million. Yeah. So I think all these fragrances I can wear them. Like if I'm in my room, I'm watching TV, I would like just because in the end, to be honest, fragrances are made that way that the fragrances for men attract women and the fragrances for women attract men.
True. So I think what they were asking though is Olympia, which is a fragrance we both like for women. Would
you can wear what you like. I feel that because it's in the end it has to make you happy. It's not just about others.
Yeah, and remember we were talking about body chemistry and how your skin has its own particular body chemistry. I mean, for example, Phantom, I really like how it smells on my skin. It is
Phantom is totally unisex. Even Pure Excess for her is fab. Olympia is fab. Lady Million is fab. I think all Paco Rabanne fragrances of women, they're really
Thank you, and thanks so much for joining us, everyone.
Thank you for having me, Komal. Thank you, guys.
Of course, and just a little bit more about the fragrance because I know that there was one question about that. So there's a 150 ml, 100, and a 50 ml. It retails for 5,050 for the 50. It's 6,950 for the 100, and 8,200 for the 150. So there you go. That's to answer the question about how much.
And they're available on Myntra.
All available on Myntra. Yes. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a lovely, lovely evening, and I will.
See you, Komal.
Bye.
See you. Bye. Thank you. Bye.